God says, you will lose both God and Jesus if you ignore this. You have only 30 seconds. Chosen one, I beg you, do not skip this, no matter what. Open it quickly. Listen to me now. Do not scroll. Do not walk away. You don't understand what you're about to miss. You think this is just another moment, but it isn't. It is a divine interruption. It is a sacred alarm. This is not chance, not coincidence, not random. When God says, you will lose both God and Jesus if you ignore this, He is not speaking with anger. He is speaking with urgency. This is not about losing His love. His love never leaves. But this is about missing the walk, losing the light, stepping into darkness by your own choice. When you ignore the voice of God, when you silence that whisper in your spirit, you're not just ignoring words, you are rejecting direction. You are turning away from the only one who can carry you through the storm. Chosen one, I need you to understand what's at stake. This is about your soul, your purpose, your covering. If you ignore this, you risk walking blind into traps the enemy has already set for you. You risk stepping out of the protection that has been keeping you. You risk becoming numb to His voice until one day you won't even notice it's gone. Don't take that lightly. Don't wait until it's too late. God is still speaking now. You can still turn. You can still be restored. I want you to hear me like you've never heard before. Your life is not just about surviving. You were born with a calling. You were created for something sacred, and right now, you're standing at a crossroads. You have 30 seconds. That's not fear talking, that's love. That's heaven warning you. This is not the time to delay. This is the time to choose. Comment 1111 if you believe God is speaking directly to you. If you walk away from this moment thinking it doesn't matter, you'll miss a divine appointment. God didn't bring this to your screen for nothing. He's been watching your heart. He's seen your battles. He knows the moments you cried in silence, and He has not forgotten. But He also knows how easily distraction pulls you, how quickly the noise drowns His whisper. That's why this moment is holy. That's why this message is not optional. Let me tell you something that may break you, because sometimes it takes breaking to bring real healing. Some of you have already started drifting. You don't pray like you used to. You don't feel conviction like you used to. You've been replacing time with God for time with everything else. You scroll more than you seek. You watch more than you worship. And it's not because you're evil. It's because you're weary. You're tired. But God is saying, return to me before the enemy pulls you too far. You have no idea how close you came to a fall you couldn't climb out of. But grace stopped it. Mercy blocked it. You're still standing not because you were strong, but because God still had His hand on you. And now He's calling you to listen. Don't brush it off. Don't assume you'll have another chance. The next time your heart is cold, it may not melt so easily. The next time God speaks, you may not hear so clearly. This is the moment. Don't let it pass. Like this video, if you know you need God more than anything else in your life, God is still with you. He has not left. But He's warning you because He loves you, because you matter. Because the enemy wants to silence you before you even begin, because the devil knows what you carry. He knows the kind of light you shine when you walk with Jesus. That's why He's after your attention, your habits, your time. If He can't destroy you, He'll distract you. But God is pulling you back right now. This is not for everyone. This is for the chosen, for the marked, for the ones He set apart. Comment 222 if you trust that God is protecting your purpose even when you can't see it. This message isn't meant to scare you. It's meant to wake you up, to bring you back to your knees where peace lives. to pull you back to the altar where your healing begins. God doesn't need your perfection. He wants your heart, your honesty, your surrender. You don't have to climb your way back, just turn. Just say, God, I'm listening, and watch what happens. Watch the chains break. Watch the fog lift. Watch your soul breathe again. You've been battling alone for too long, carrying pain you never talk about, hiding wounds behind a smile. But God saw it all, and He didn't bring you this far to let you drown now. He's reminding you that His arms are still open, His voice still speaks, His Spirit still heals. But you have to respond. You have to make room. You have to want Him more than you want your comfort. This moment is not casual. God is interrupting you because the enemy has been whispering lies in your ear and you started to believe them. Lies like, you're too far gone, God doesn't care anymore, it's too late. But none of that is true. The cross crushed every lie. The blood of Jesus still speaks louder than your shame. He's still fighting for you. And right now, He's asking you to fight for your faith too. Why are so many claiming this CIA ritual changed their life in just 7 seconds? This leaked CIA ritual is the real deal, and it's potent. A 7-second brainwave hack backed by 4 neuroscience labs is helping regular people leap from broke to abundant. Dream homes, cars, trips, it's all within reach. But this video could disappear anytime from the internet. So, click the link in the description and comments now to see it before it's gone forever. Stop telling yourself you'll get serious with God tomorrow. Tomorrow is not promised. The world is louder than ever, and your soul is starving for the quiet voice of truth. You don't need more motivation. You need His presence. You need the fire back. You need to remember what it feels like when the Spirit of God fills your room and you fall to your knees in awe. That's what the devil wants to steal from you. Not your stuff, your intimacy with God, your purpose, your light. Comment 333 to declare your faith still stands, even if your strength feels weak. God says, this is not the end for you. But it could be the end of something dangerous if you listen now. The end of running, the end of pretending, the end of living half-surrendered, half-asleep. He's ready to restore what's been stolen. He's ready to give you joy again, peace again, strength again. But He won't force His way into your heart. You have to open the door. Maybe you feel numb. Maybe you're reading this but don't feel anything yet. That doesn't mean God isn't speaking. Sometimes the numbness is a sign of how far you've wandered. But even then, grace reaches you. Even in silence, He surrounds you. Even when you don't know what to pray, your tears speak, and your spirit knows. You can't stay distant forever. You're not built for separation from your Creator. There's a war for your focus, a war for your time. Every time you choose scrolling over scripture, distraction over devotion, the enemy smiles. But when you stop, breathe, and open your heart to God, all of heaven rejoices. You have no idea how powerful you are when you're aligned with Him. You have no clue what you carry when you walk with Jesus fully. You are chosen. Not just to survive this life, but to shift atmospheres, to bring healing, to change generations. Some of you have spiritual gifts buried beneath your weariness, songs that haven't been sung, words you were meant to speak, prayers you were meant to release. And the longer you delay, the longer your purpose stays dormant. But God is stirring it again. He's breathing on it again. He's saying, wake up, chosen one. I still have work for you to do. Comment 555. If you know deep down God is calling you higher, you've cried in secret. You've wrestled with guilt, shame, and spiritual fatigue. But God says, I never turned my back on you. I've been walking beside you even in the places you didn't invite me. I've been covering you in situations you thought you handled alone. That car accident that didn't happen. That breakdown that didn't finish you. That night you almost gave up but didn't. That was me. That was my hand. So don't you dare believe for 1 second that I've left you. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My word doesn't return void. My promises don't expire. And my grace still runs deeper than your sin, but I will not beg for your attention. I knock. I wait. But you must open. You're not too broken to come back. You're not too lost to be found. The enemy is terrified of what happens when you come fully alive in me. That's why he's been working overtime to distract, deceive, and discourage you. But he has no authority here. He has no claim on your future. I do, and I say you are mine. You want breakthrough? Obedience is the key. You want peace? Get in my presence. You want clarity? Open your Bible. You want your fire back? Fall on your face and seek me like you used to. I'm not hiding from you. I'm waiting for you. My arms are wide open, but you must take the step. Don't ignore this moment. Don't keep scrolling. Don't assume this is just another message. This is a divine intervention. This is heaven choosing to speak directly to your spirit through these words. You're not here by accident. You've been pursued, loved, and protected by me, even when you forgot my name. That's how faithful I am. That's how relentless I am in my love for you. And now it's your turn. Your turn to respond, to turn, to come back. Not just emotionally, but spiritually, practically, daily. Let me walk with you again. Let me be the center again. Let me show you what your life looks like when you're not just surviving, but living in full surrender. The world will always pull you away. There will always be another excuse, another distraction. But none of that will ever satisfy you like I can. None of that will give you the peace you're longing for, the healing you need, the purpose you're craving. All of that comes from me. Stay close to me and you'll never be empty again. Comment 1212 if you're ready to return to God and make Him your everything again. You haven't gone too far. I know how to restore what was lost. I know how to rebuild the ruins. But it starts with one moment of honesty, one moment of surrender, one decision to stop running. This is that moment. Take it. Don't waste it. Because if you ignore this again, the next wake-up call may not be as gentle. It may come through pain, through loss, through brokenness, and I don't want that for you. I didn't stop you because love doesn't control. But I never left you either. My spirit stayed near. I waited through every detour, every disappointment, every silent night you cried into your pillow. I was there. I still am. And I'm not just calling you back for your sake, I'm calling you back for the sake of those you will reach, those who are waiting for your obedience. You think this is about just getting your life together? It's so much bigger than that. This is about your children, your family, your future, generational chains breaking, cycles ending, curses losing their grip. But it can't start until you respond, until you take this moment seriously and come back to me completely. No more halfway, no more lukewarm, no more pretending everything's fine while you bleed inside. What's really behind the 7-second brain technique that's making headlines and new millionaires? A stunning CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second brain ritual that's helping normal people wipe out debt and attract serious wealth. With proof from 4 neuroscience labs, this at-home method is turning financial stress into dream living. Homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening. But the government could take this down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've been chosen to carry light in a dark world, but light doesn't shine in hiding. You've been anointed to walk in victory, but you keep settling for survival. I didn't create you to blend in. I set you apart for something sacred. And the longer you resist me, the heavier everything feels, doesn't it? That's because you weren't made to carry it all alone. Comment 777 if you believe God is calling you out of your hiding. Some of you are waiting for a sign, a miracle, a loud voice from heaven. But what if this is it? What if this whisper to your spirit is the very sign you asked for in silence? What if this message is your confirmation? Stop waiting for another and begin to act on what I've already spoken. My sheep know my voice. And you, my child, you still know it deep down. It never left you. You just stopped listening. I want to heal your heart. I want to fix the broken places. But not just so you feel better. I want to make you whole so you can fulfill the reason I put you on this earth. So you can move in power, love, and purpose. But that starts with surrender. It starts with coming to me, not as someone perfect, but as someone ready. Let go of the shame. I already covered that. Let go of the fear. I've already gone before you. Let go of what people will say. This isn't between them and you. This is between me and you. They didn't die for you. They didn't rise for you. I did, and I did it knowing every mistake you'd make. Every fall, every doubt, and still I chose you. Some of you are carrying secret sin, things you haven't told a soul, and the enemy uses that to chain you in shame. But I see it. And I still call you worthy, not because you've earned it, but because I've redeemed it. I'm not asking you to fix yourself. I'm asking you to trust me enough to bring it into the light. Because in the light, healing begins, freedom begins, power begins. Comment 999 if you're ready to walk out of shame and into God's grace. You're not weak for needing me. You're wise. You're not broken beyond repair. You're exactly the kind of vessel I use, wounded, humbled, honest. That's where my glory shines. That's where my spirit flows. Stop comparing your walk to someone else's. Stop assuming that they have it all together. Everyone is battling something, but not everyone surrenders it to me. You're different. You feel things deeply. You sense things others overlook. That's because you carry something divine. You're not just called, you're marked. The enemy has known this since you were born. That's why the warfare has been so intense. That's why you've had to fight just to keep believing. But what the enemy meant for harm, I will use for glory. Every scar will speak of survival. Every tear will be turned into testimony. You are not here to simply exist. You are here to break barriers, lift others, speak truth, and walk in power. But you cannot do that disconnected from me. You cannot do that while you drift, compromise, and ignore the nudges of my spirit. That's why this moment matters. That's why I keep speaking. You were made for more than scrolling your life away. More than just getting by. More than just hoping things change. You were made to walk with me moment by moment, to hear my voice, to know my peace, to carry my presence. And when you do, everything changes. Fear loses its grip. Confusion clears, strength returns, and purpose rises. I can only protect what you surrender. I can only bless what you place in my hands. I've been reaching for you, gently, again and again. But you've brushed me off, thinking there's more time, thinking you'll return once things settle down. Child, things won't settle until you return. Your soul will stay restless until you rest in me. Peace will keep slipping through your fingers until you come back to the place where it lives at my feet. You've been walking on the edge, and I say this in love, not judgment. You are spiritually starving. You've been feeding your flesh and ignoring your spirit. You've been filling your ears with the world's opinions and closing your heart to my truth. But still, I'm here. Still, I speak. Still, I whisper through the noise. And today, I'm not whispering. I'm calling. Loud, clear, urgent. Come back to me. Comment 1010. If your spirit knows this is a wake-up call from heaven, you haven't gone too far. You're not too hardened. Even now your heart knows this is real. That tug you feel, that heaviness in your chest, that stirring in your soul, that's me. That's my spirit reaching deep into your spirit, reminding you who you are and where you belong. And no matter how long it's been, no matter what you've done, I want you back. I want your mornings again. I want your prayers again. I want to be the first voice you seek when you rise and the last name you call before you sleep. I want to walk with you in your daily decisions, not just your emergencies. I want to fill your life with joy that doesn't fade when your feelings shift. I want to be your anchor, not just your rescue, but you have to choose me. Don't let your pride cost you my presence. Don't let distraction rob you of direction. Don't let the temporary silence my eternal call. Your life is not your own. You were bought with a price. The blood of my Son still covers you. His sacrifice still makes a way, but the way is narrow, and you can't keep walking both paths. You can't walk with me and chase the world. You have to decide. You've tried to hold on to me with one hand and the world with the other, but it's tearing you apart. That's why you're tired. That's why you feel empty after chasing pleasure. That's why you can't find lasting peace, because peace doesn't live in divided hearts. It lives where surrender begins. Is it finally time to try the same CIA secret ritual that's changing lives in seconds? This newly leaked CIA-backed study reveals a 7-second money ritual transforming lives overnight. Scientifically validated by 4 neuroscience labs, it rewires your mind to attract money like a magnet. People once broke are now enjoying luxury homes, new cars, and exotic travel. But this secret won't be online much longer. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently removed. Some of you are wondering why your prayers feel blocked, why blessings seem delayed. But I need you to see this clearly. I can't pour new wine into old wineskins. I can't pour blessing into a life that still clings to rebellion. You're asking for my favor, but you haven't given me your faithfulness. You want my presence, but you won't make me your priority. That has to change. Comment 1515 if you're done running and ready to make God your first love again. I didn't call you to a life of religious routine. I called you to relationship, to communion, to fire. And somewhere along the way, you traded fire for comfort. You traded hunger for convenience. But I am reigniting what you let die. I am waking up what has been asleep. I am breathing life back into your calling. But I need your yes. Not your perfect yes, just your willing one. Do you remember the first time you felt me? The first time my presence came over you like a flood and everything else faded away. That wasn't imagination. That wasn't emotion. That was me. And I haven't changed. You just stopped coming. You just stopped listening. But today, I'm here again, not just for a moment, but to restore what was lost. Let me lead you again. Let me wash away the bitterness. Let me free you from that sin you've been too afraid to speak of. I know it already, and I don't reject you. I call you, I restore you, I strengthen you. You don't have to climb your way back. Just fall into my arms. Just open your heart. I will do the rest. Don't confuse delay with denial. Just because the miracle hasn't come yet doesn't mean I'm not working. Just because the door hasn't opened doesn't mean it won't. But you have to stay in my will. That's where the breakthrough lives. That's where protection covers you. That's where joy multiplies. Even in the middle of chaos, you don't need another sign. You need to surrender. Stop looking for a feeling and start moving in faith. Faith doesn't wait for comfort. Faith obeys in silence. And that's where you'll find me, not always in the loud, not always in the fire or the earthquake, but in the still small voice that says, "Come home." This isn't about hype. This isn't about emotion. This is about your eternity. This is about the calling I've placed inside of you, one that the enemy has been trying to silence for years. Do you know why your battles have been so fierce? Because what you carry terrifies hell. Because your obedience would shake things. Because your surrender would set people free. You're not just anyone, you're my chosen. And that makes you a target, but it also means you're protected. I have covered you in ways you don't even know. I stopped things that were sent to destroy you. I interrupted attacks that should have taken your mind, your peace, your breath. You didn't survive by chance, you survived because my hand was over you. But now I'm asking for your heart to return to me completely. No more halfway, no more almost. I want all of you, not because I need you, but because I love you. Comment 1717 if you feel God reaching deep into your soul right now. I am not like man. I do not give up on people. I do not walk away when you're messy. I do not abandon when you fall. I am faithful even when you're faithless. But I love you too much to let you drift without warning. That's what this is, not guilt, not shame, but love, fierce love, real love, the kind that interrupts, the kind that says, "Come home now," before it's too late. Some of you don't even realize how far you've wandered. You think because you still say my name sometimes, you're close. But your heart is distant, your spirit is dry, your passion is buried, and you've learned how to fake it. But I see beyond the surface. I see the tears behind the laughter. I see the fear behind the silence. And I say, come, just as you are. Bring your weariness, bring your confusion, bring your sin. I can handle all of it. You were never meant to carry this on your own. The weight, the pressure, the pain, it's too much. I never asked you to do this without me. I never called you to be strong alone. I invited you to be close, to lean on me, to walk with me daily, to hear my voice like Adam did in the cool of the day. That kind of intimacy is still available. You just have to want it more than you want the noise. You've been asking for clarity, but clarity comes in closeness. You want to know what's next, but I'm asking you to be faithful where you are. You want miracles, but I'm looking for your obedience. I am not withholding from you. I am waiting for you to be still, to trust, to surrender. You think you need answers, but what you need most is me. Comment, Amen, if your heart is whispering, God, I'm ready. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. I see you. I know your name. I have written it on the palm of my hand. I have numbered your steps. I have collected your tears. And every single moment of your pain, I have stayed near. Even when you cursed me, even when you doubted me, even when you walked away, I stayed, and now I'm still here. You were created for more than fear, more than guilt, more than survival. You were made for freedom, for joy, for power, for purpose. But that begins when you return, when you stop pushing away the very one who's been holding you together. You don't need more willpower. You need my spirit. You need to be filled again. You need to be refreshed. Why is the government working so hard to bury this 7-second brain ritual? A stunning CIA leak has just exposed a 7-second brain ritual, now allowing regular people to clear debt and invite unstoppable wealth. Supported by 4 neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is transforming financial struggles into dream lifestyles. New homes, vehicles, vacations, it's all becoming possible. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've seen what life looks like without me at the center. Now imagine what it could be with me leading every step. Imagine the peace that comes when your mind is no longer ruled by doubt. Imagine the strength you'll feel when your identity is rooted in me, not what people think. Imagine the breakthrough when you begin to walk fully in your calling, unafraid and unashamed. This isn't far away. It's not just for the holy or the qualified. It's for you. Yes, you reading this right now. You who feel like you messed up too many times. You who wonder if God still wants you. You who smile in public but feel empty inside. I want you, I love you, and I'm not changing my mind. You've been waiting for a feeling to prove I'm near, but sometimes I'm working in your life the most when you feel me the least. I'm in the silence. I'm in the waiting. I'm in the struggle you've been trying to hide from everyone. I'm still the same God who brought you through every time before, and I'm not going anywhere now. But I'm not going to fight you for space in your own heart. You have to open the door. You have to choose me over everything else. Comment 222 if you're choosing to open that door to God again right now. There's a reason you've been restless. You've been chasing after peace in all the wrong places. You've been hoping relationships, success, or even just a break from pressure would fix what's broken inside. But nothing will ever be enough without me. I created you. I formed you. I shaped your heart with a need that only I can fill. You can distract yourself. You can deny it. But you'll always come back to this. You need me. You were never meant to live disconnected from your Creator. That's why you feel lost when you wander. That's why the light fades when you drift. You don't need more advice. You need my presence. You need to sit still and let me speak again. Let me remind you of who you are. You are not your mistake. You are not your past. You are not the labels people put on you. You are mine. And because you are mine, nothing that comes against you can have the final word. Not fear, not failure, not depression, not addiction. Nothing has more power than I do, and I've already overcome the world. I've already paid the price. All that's left is for you to believe it, to live like it, to walk like you are loved because you are, to speak like you are chosen because you are. You don't have to perform for me. I already see you. I already know you, and I still love you. Nothing you confess will ever shock me. Nothing you bring into the light will push me away. I died for you knowing exactly what you'd struggle with. That's the kind of grace I offer. Not cheap grace that excuses sin, but powerful grace that sets you free from it. Comment 1313. If you believe God's grace is bigger than your guilt, come out of hiding. Stop pretending. Stop carrying shame that Jesus already carried to the cross. You don't have to keep punishing yourself. I want to lift that burden, but you have to give it to me. You have to stop running and start trusting. It's time to breathe again. It's time to feel again. It's time to come alive again. You've been walking around numb, like something inside you shut down. But I'm waking that part of you up again. The part that hopes. The part that believes. The part that fights. This is what revival looks like. Not lights and crowds, but one heart turning back to me. One soul coming home. One quiet. Yes, that changes everything. I'm not calling you to religion. I'm calling you to relationship, to intimacy, to fire. I want you to know me, not just know about me. I want to be more than your last resort. I want to be your first love again. Don't be afraid to start over. I make all things new, even the parts of you you thought were too far gone, even the dreams you buried in fear, even the pieces you don't know how to fix. I'm not just the God of second chances, I'm the God of endless mercy. But mercy is a door. You still have to walk through it. You still have to say yes. You're not too late, but this is not something to delay. There's an urgency in my spirit because the enemy wants to drag you further into distraction, further into confusion, further into coldness. But I am calling you out now. I'm calling you back before the damage becomes harder to undo, before your heart hardens, before your ears stop hearing me completely. Comment, Amen, if you know now is the time to come back to your Father. I know it's hard. I know you've been through a lot, but you're still standing, and that means there's still purpose. There's still a reason you're here. I'm not done writing your story. I'm not done molding you, growing you, refining you. This is the part where everything begins to shift if you let it, if you surrender again, if you choose me again. I'm not here to bring fear. I'm here to bring freedom. But you can't have freedom if you stay chained to the same habits, the same voices, the same sin that's been eating away at your joy. You've tolerated things I never meant for you to carry. You've accepted a level of spiritual numbness as normal. But I didn't die for you to live numb. I died for you to live free, awake, alive, on fire. And that starts right here, in this moment. Comment, Amen, if you can feel your spirit waking up as these words hit your heart. You've been surviving, but I want you thriving. You've been coping, but I want you healed. You've been hiding, but I want you seen. I know what's beneath your silence. I know the battles behind your smile. And I want to step into those places not to condemn you, but to hold you, to lead you out. You don't have to be strong all the time. You don't have to pretend you're okay. Let me be your strength. Let me carry you. Do you know why everyone's whispering about this 7-second CIA ritual? A brainwave ritual leaked from the CIA is changing lives across the globe. Proven by neuroscience, this 7-second method helps regular people attract money, freedom, and luxury. If you're seeing this, you're very lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Some of you have prayed, God, just give me a sign. And here I am, speaking through this screen, through these words, straight into your spirit. You didn't find this by chance. You were led here because I'm still after your heart, still after your full surrender, still after the real you, the one who aches for more. Even if you've forgotten how to say it out loud, you're not too dirty for me, not too distant, not too messed up. I knew every flaw before I called your name, and I still chose you. I still appointed you. I still anointed you. But now I'm asking, will you come back to me completely? Will you stop pretending and finally say yes? Not just a Sunday yes, a full, honest, nothing held back yes. That's what I want. That's where revival starts. Comment 1111 If you're ready for a new beginning with your Father, there's no shame in starting over. Shame is not from me. Conviction is, yes, but conviction is an invitation. It's me saying, there's more. More peace than what you've settled for. More joy than what you've been chasing. More power than what you've been walking in. You don't have to live beneath what I promised you, but you do have to let go of what's been holding you back. You keep asking me to open doors, but I'm asking you to lay some things down. You want blessings, but blessings can't come where there's still disobedience. You want breakthrough, but breakthrough lives on the other side of surrender. You want me to speak louder, but I'm asking you to turn down the noise. I've never stopped speaking. You've just stopped listening. But now, right now, you're hearing again. And you know this is real. Don't mistake my patience for permission. Just because I didn't strike you down doesn't mean I was okay with the distance. I gave you time because I love you. I waited because I wanted your return to be real. But time is a gift, not a guarantee. That's why I'm stirring you now. That's why this moment carries weight. You have to choose. You have to act. You have to say, I won't walk one more day without God at the center. This is your line in the sand. This is your turning point. Not an emotional high, not a fleeting thought, but a shift. A soul-level decision. You can walk away the same, or you can let me do something new in you, something deep, something lasting. But I won't do it without your permission. Your life, your choice. Comment 333 if you know this is not just another word. This is God's call for your return. I'm not asking you to figure it all out. I'm asking you to trust me while you don't. I'm asking for your honesty, not your image. I see the real you, and I still love you. I see the one who wants to change but keeps falling. I see the one who reads these words with tears in your eyes because you know you've been distant. I see the one who's afraid they've missed their moment. You haven't. You still have time. But don't waste it. You may not realize how close you've come to missing what I've prepared for you. Not because I stopped working, but because you stopped responding. You've gotten used to living without fire, without deep peace, without my word guiding your steps. But I didn't create you for a life of spiritual numbness. I created you to burn with my spirit, to walk with me like a friend, to hear me and move when I speak. And that's what I'm calling you back to. Comment 555 if you're ready to hear his voice clearly again. You've asked me for miracles, for blessings, for healing. I've heard every word, but I'm asking something in return. Give me your heart again. Give me your mornings again. Give me the hidden parts, not just the polished ones. I want your trust, not your performance. I want the parts of you that are scared to hope again. The parts of you that are afraid I won't come through. I want those parts too. Bring them to me. Don't let your disappointment become your doctrine. Just because I didn't do things your way doesn't mean I didn't hear you. Some things I withheld because you weren't ready. Some things I delayed because I was protecting you. Some doors didn't open because they weren't built for your calling. You didn't miss your blessing. I'm just building it my way, not yours, and it will be worth the wait if you stay close to me. But you can't stay close to me and keep running toward what I already told you to walk away from. You can't walk in peace if you refuse to walk in obedience. You've been trying to keep one foot in the world and one in my kingdom, and it's tearing your spirit in two. You feel the tension, you feel the pull, you know this isn't sustainable. And I'm telling you now, let go. Come fully home. You've been chosen, not by men, not by popularity, chosen by heaven, called by the one who knows you better than anyone ever will. There is a reason you felt different your whole life, a reason the things others settle for don't satisfy you. It's because you were never meant to blend in. I set you apart for more. But you'll never walk in it until you give me all of you. Comment 999 if you believe God has truly set you apart for something greater. This world will never fill you. The compliments, the followers, the comfort, it will all fade. But what I give you remains. My spirit doesn't come and go with your emotions. My presence doesn't depend on how good you feel or how perfect you act. I am here because I love you. I stay because I chose you. I cover you because I see the purpose inside of you, even when you've doubted it. What if a quick 7-second brain ritual could truly wipe out your debt and fill your life with unstoppable abundance? A shocking CIA leak has just revealed a 7-second ritual now helping ordinary people clear debt and attract unlimited wealth. Verified by 4 top neuroscience labs, this easy at-home method is turning financial problems into dream lifestyles. New homes, cars, vacations, it's all happening for real people. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I'm not intimidated by your questions. I'm not offended by your struggle. I'm not afraid of the places you're still trying to clean up. I'll step right into your mess if you'll let me. I'll take the bitterness, the guilt, the addiction, the fear, and I'll replace it with my presence, my peace, my fire, my direction. But I need your permission. I won't break the door down. I'll knock until you answer. The clock is ticking, not in fear, but in truth. You don't have forever to keep putting this off. You know that already. You've felt the urgency. You've sensed it every time you laid in bed, unable to rest, wondering what was missing. This is what's missing. Me. Not just on your lips, but in your life. Not just in crisis, but in every part of your heart. Comment 1212 if you are ready to invite Jesus into every part of your life again. You are not too far. You are not too cold. One word from me can melt years of distance. One moment in my presence can restore everything you thought was ruined. But you have to stop playing it safe. You have to stop treating this like a routine. You have to want me more than you want to be comfortable. That's where change lives. That's where healing begins. I still believe in you. Even when you stopped believing in yourself, I still call you mine. Even when you let go of my name, I still have a future for you. But it begins with this one choice. Come back. Come fully. Come now. Not with half your heart, not with guilt or fear, just come honestly, come boldly. I will meet you here. You've been through some dark seasons, seasons that made you question everything, seasons where you cried until your chest hurt, where it felt like no one saw, no one helped, no one understood. But I did. I was there in the dark with you. I didn't leave when it got ugly. I stayed. And now I'm reaching again, saying, come back. You don't have to walk another day without me. Comment Amen if your heart knows you've never truly been alone, even in the darkest nights. There's more ahead for you. Don't let this world convince you that your best days are behind you. I'm still the God of restoration. I'm still the one who breathes life into dry places. What you thought was dead, I can raise. What you thought was lost, I can return. What you thought was over, I can start again. But you must stay close to me. Don't drift again. Don't let temporary things lead you away from what's eternal. This is a holy interruption, a rescue, a reminder that heaven is still invested in your story, that your name is still written on my hands, that your tears have never been wasted. Every cry, every question, every aching moment, I've held all of it. And now I want to hold you fully, not just when you're in need, Not just when things fall apart, but daily, constantly, like a father, like a friend. You've made room for everything else, for people who left, for habits that broke you, for distractions that never fed your soul. Isn't it time you made room for me again? I'm not coming to compete with your schedule. I'm not asking for what's left over. I'm asking for first place. Because only when I'm first will everything else start to fall into place. Comment 1010 if you're done giving God leftovers and ready to give him your first. You don't need to perform for me. You don't need to impress me. I've seen you at your lowest and still chose you. My love isn't based on what you do, it's based on who I am. And I am the God who never gives up, who never walks away, who never runs out of mercy. I am not like the people who hurt you. I am not like the voices that lied to you. I am your Father, and I am here, but I won't force myself on you. I gave you free will because real love isn't forced, it's chosen. And I'm asking you today to choose me again. Not out of fear, not out of guilt, out of love, out of trust. Because you've seen what life looks like without me. You've felt the emptiness. And now, I want to fill you again, with peace, with joy, with clarity, with purpose. This is more than just a good feeling. It's a turning point. You're standing at a spiritual crossroads. One path leads to more of the same, more striving, more confusion, more wandering. The other leads to me, to rest, to purpose, to strength you didn't know you had. But you can't walk both paths. You have to choose, and you have to choose now. You think you need to fix yourself first, but I never asked you to fix yourself. I asked you to follow me, to trust me with the mess, to give me access to the parts of you you're still ashamed of. There is no healing without honesty, no freedom without surrender. And I already know what you're hiding. I'm just waiting for you to hand it over. Comment 1515 if you're ready to stop carrying it all alone and finally let God in. You weren't meant to do this without me. That's why it's been so heavy. That's why your soul has felt tired even when your body is resting. Because your spirit is starving for something real. And I am the only one who can satisfy that hunger. I am the bread of life. I am the living water. You've tasted what the world offers, and it left you thirsty. Now come and drink from me. You will never thirst again. I don't want a part of you. I want all of you. Your thoughts, your fears, your failures, your hopes, your future, your silence, your secrets. I want it all because I can handle it all, and I will never use it against you. I will only use it to shape you, heal you, and lift you into the purpose I had in mind before you were even born. Could a CIA-leaked brainwave ritual be the fastest shortcut to a life of luxury? Newly released CIA research has just exposed a jaw-dropping brainwave technique that's letting everyday people attract massive wealth almost instantly. This 7-second home ritual, proven by 4 neuroscience labs, is transforming debt into dream houses, cars, and luxury getaways. If you're reading this, consider yourself lucky. The page could be taken down any time. Click the link in the description and comments to unlock the secret before it's gone forever. I never asked you to be perfect. I asked you to be real, to be willing, to trust that I can do more with your surrender than you can do with your strength. You've spent enough time trying to figure it all out on your own. Let me lead you. Let me cover you. Let me fight for you in places you didn't even know battles were being planned. You don't have to be afraid of surrender when you're giving it to the one who holds all things together. Comment Amen if you're ready to trust God more than your own plan. I see the places in your life where disappointment hardened your heart. I see how the waiting turned into doubting, how hope became something you didn't want to feel anymore. But I'm not afraid of your doubt. I'm not distant because of it. I'm still here. And I'm still writing the story. Even if the middle feels messy, I already know the ending, and it's good. You were never created to walk without me. The anxiety, the confusion, the weight you've been carrying, that's what happens when you try to navigate the storm without the anchor. I am the anchor. I am the peace. I don't remove every storm, but I calm the child who calls on me. You've been trying to calm the waves with your own words, but it's my voice that still commands the sea. Let me in the boat again. You've closed your heart slowly, almost without noticing. It didn't happen in a day. It happened in little moments when prayers seemed unanswered, when people let you down, when you got too busy, too tired, too overwhelmed. But now your heart is dry. You still sing, still smile, still show up, but inside there's a silence, a gap. But I can fill that. I want to fill that. Let me in. Comment 1313 if you're ready to let God fill the dry and empty places in your life. You don't have to live spiritually exhausted. You don't have to keep running on fumes. I give rest to the weary. I give peace that makes no sense to this world, but I need your stillness. I need your surrender. I need your willingness to say, God, I've tried it my way. I'm ready for yours. Do you know how much is waiting for you on the other side of obedience? Things you've prayed for, things you didn't even know to ask for. I'm not just a healer. I'm the one who restores what was lost. I'm not just a provider. I am the source of every good and perfect gift. But I want your heart before I give your hands anything else, because I'm after more than your requests. I'm after you. I want you to walk with boldness again. Not arrogance, not perfection, but boldness that comes from knowing you're deeply loved, completely forgiven, and chosen for more. I want your joy back, your clarity back, your fire back. You thought you lost it forever, but you didn't. It just faded while your heart drifted, and now I'm calling it back, calling you back. You were never forgotten. Even in the seasons where you forgot me, I never took my eyes off you. I protected you from things you didn't even know were coming. I covered you when you didn't even pray. Because my love doesn't vanish when yours grows cold. My commitment doesn't end when yours gets weak. But now I'm asking, will you come home? Not just emotionally, but completely. Comment 1111 if your soul knows this is the moment to respond. I know you want peace. I know you want direction. But peace doesn't come from control. Peace comes from release, from trusting that I see the whole picture even when all you can see is confusion. Stop striving. Stop chasing approval. You are already enough in my eyes. Not because of what you've done, but because of who I am in you. I know who you really are, not the version you show online, not the mask you wear for others. I see the child beneath the layers, the one who still wants to be seen, still wants to be loved without conditions, and I say to you, come as you are. I'm not asking for a better version of you. I'm asking for the real you. I have not moved from where you left me. I have been waiting silently, patiently, with arms wide open. Waiting through your silence, waiting through your doubts, waiting through the nights you couldn't sleep and the days you couldn't pray. I was there. I didn't rush you. I didn't turn my face. I simply stayed close, because that's what love does. That's what your Father does. You don't have to earn your way back into my presence. You don't have to pay me back for the time you've spent distant. My love isn't like that. It's not a contract. It's a covenant. I chose you from the beginning, knowing every moment you'd mess up, every time you'd ignore me, and still I said yes to you. Still, I said, you are mine. Comment, Amen, if you're grateful that God's love doesn't walk away when you do. Stop believing the lie that it's too late. It's not. You haven't missed your moment. You haven't gone too far. Your heart is still soft enough to feel this, so you're not lost. What matters is what you do right now, how you respond in this holy moment. Whether you stay cold and keep running, or finally drop the weight and let me take over. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a surrendered heart. I'll show you what to do next. I'll walk you step by step. But I can't do anything with closed hands. As long as you keep holding everything yourself, your pain, your plans, your fears, there's no space for me to move. Let go. Give it to me. I am not overwhelmed by the things that feel too big for you.